Indian streets is a crazy, crazy amount. And and every time I see them, I used to think that what is this kid's fault? Like they've done nothing wrong in life. They've just been dealt really bad cards. And I always wanted to help them out in some way or the other. But obviously, every time I tell my parents that let's give the beggar some money, something that my parents always told me is that giving them money is equivalent to giving a gun in their hands. Because of the mobs and stuff, there's a very high possibility that they will misuse the money. So as much as you can, try to feed another being. And that is something that I've grown up with, that every time I see a beggar, if I have some extra food, I will give it to them. And I think that if everyone does that, it will make a huge difference. Can you go to the next slide? And at the same time, on one end, we see the high numbers of starvation in Pune and India in general, while on the other hand, this is a newspaper article which clearly shows the incredible amount of food wastage which happens by the higher class of the society, where yes, we can afford the food, but the nation can't afford that the amount of food wastage that happens. The data is clearly in front of us that there is a lot of leftover food which is in a condition very, very fit to be consumed, but unfortunately this food is taken to biogas plants, and where it is simply decomposed and no actual use is made of the food. Data says that this food can feed around 3 lakh people, which is a very huge amount of people, and even if we can make that much of a difference, I think that it will be a very, very, very good positive contribution. So we see that on two sides. On one side, we have a problem of starvation and shortage of food, while on the other side, the solution is very clear that there is food available. The only thing is, the only thing remaining is bridging the gap between two, about making a link in between such that this extra food can actually reach the people who need the food. Next slide, please. So the photos clearly show how, on one side, how in different functions that happen in our families everywhere, like marriages, etc., we almost always have buffets for food, and in these buffets, food is always prepared in excess, and a lot of food remains at the end. Which you see, you can see the kind of plates which are almost completely full, which are thrown away, and this is a very, very sad situation which needs to be solved. Now there are some really good NGOs which have taken up this job, the ones I've listed on the site: Leftover.in, Feeding India, Beyond Self. All these 3 NGOs, they operate in Pune, and so you might think that the solution is already there, that there is someone who's doing this job. So how these NGOs operate is that when you have leftover food, you have to call them up, give them directions to where you are, and then they will try to come there. Now we think this is an extremely cumbersome task, calling people and giving them directions to where you are. Instead, if at all we had a map feature, which is a feature in the app that I'm suggesting, where I can simply put up that I have food in this location. Now, anyone who needs that food can come there. Secondly, the data acquisition right now, where random people are calling and informing, the system is extremely inefficient, where one NGO might have to travel a very large distance on 2 opposite sides of the city to collect some food. Instead, if they knew all the food which is available on one path, they could collect it much more easily, and using as less fuel as possible. Hence, to solve all these problems comes into the picture my app. Next slide, please. So the app that I am envisioning, I have shown that in terms of 3 possible mobile shots. Now what the first shot is what the app will look like for general public, that is food donors. So anyone who has extra food simply needs to enter into the app that I have extra food. The app will find the GPS location of the phone, and a star similar to the one that I have shown on the screen will pop up on the screen of any of the NGOs which have registered with the app. Now you must be wondering what that 15 is. When I was thinking about this app, one question which came into my head was when the NGO which is coming to collect the food, how would they know that how much food is available? Now since every food is measured in different amounts, it's going to be very difficult to specify that I have probably 1 kg of something. So I think the easiest measurement is that what everyone can judge, right from my grandmother to probably a kid can judge, is how many people can this food feed. whatever food is in front of me, if at all I have one person coming eating, second person coming eating, how many people can have a decent meal out of this food? And I think that even if this is not a very precise kind of measurement, I think it's a good enough measurement for most people. So when someone's saying that they have food which they are willing to donate, they all need to put up how much quantity of food that is, and that quantity will be measured in terms of number of people that food. Now the next shot which is present, which is for NGOs or volunteers. As I told, that this app can make the process of collecting food extremely efficient. So if at all the NGO or volunteer tells them how much food can you carry. For example, do you have a cycle? Do you have a truck? Like how much quantity of food can you carry? And secondly, in which area you are right now? And similar other questions depending on preferences. Using these preferences, the app can give them an exact route. Like first go to this house, then this particular restaurant, then this. And all these places will be in one particular path. So that there is it's an absolutely efficient system of collection of food. And thirdly, another very important factor in this scenario will be whatever food comes. Just because we are giving it, donating it, does not mean that we are willing to accept any kind of quality, right? So whoever collected the food, the volunteer, they can also give feedback about the food, whether the quality or the quantity of the food was good enough. This will make sure that next time the places which tend to give higher quality and higher quantity of food, those places get preference when the app marks the route for these volunteers next time to collect the food. So this is basically the idea of the app that I have right now. Any questions about it? Every day have some extra food, and if that food can feed someone else, it will make a very huge change. But at the same time, this app can be expanded into donation of different things like clothes or books. As